Welcome back to the Blue Collar Startup. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Nelson. Just here today with a quick, what we'll call a marketing minute. Just a short little spiel on some marketing things for all you blue collar business owners out there, especially for you that are in that startup phase. Maybe you launched recently or just about to launch. There's a common mistake that I see with folks when they're first launching their small businesses. And it's that one of the first things they do is they run right out there and they start a Facebook page, okay, a formal business page for their business. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need to do that, okay? And I'll give you some reasons why. Managing payroll and workers' comp shouldn't slow you down. PeopleEase, PEO, delivers a complete solution for hard-to-place workers' comp, seamless payroll, HR support, and benefits management, built specifically for blue and gray-collar industries. From pay-as-you-go workers' comp to streamlined onboarding, compliance, and competitive benefits, PeopleEase will help you stay protected, efficient, and focused on the job. Visit peopleease.com or call 941-224-8981 to learn more. And make sure you ask for Nick. You don't need to do that, okay? And I'll give you some reasons why. To help you understand Facebook a little bit when it comes to business profiles, they just don't give the traffic to business profiles that they give to personal pages. It's essentially a completely different algorithm, okay? And what happens is this: you run out, you create that page, you invite your friends from your personal profile to like that page. And in the beginning, you do get some activity. You get some likes, you get some shares, you get some congratulations. But that really quickly peters out. And that's because without paying for it, roughly less than 4% of the people that follow your page are going to see the things that you post on a day-to-day basis. And that is a very small number, guys. Do the math, right? 1,000 people following your page, 40 of them will see your stuff. And out of those 40, only a few are going to like it, and it's always going to be like your husband, your wife, your mom, it's going to be family members and really close friends that are just, they're cheerleading you and they're trying to cheer you on. But ultimately, it's good chance it's not going to lead to business. And you're going to spend a significant amount of time and money and resources figuring out how to get more engagement, getting those posts seen. Facebook is a business and they want you to pay them money. And that's why on the business profiles, the best way to get it seen is to give Facebook money, and then they'll put those posts in front of people. But I'm here to tell you that it's not necessary, and probably you should not do it for the first year that you're in business. And I know you're wondering, well, what the hell should I do, Mike? And the best solution, and I think actually a very efficient solution, is to not start that business page and just use your personal profile, right? Personal profile has a completely different algorithm. People are going to see that stuff a lot more than they're going to see your business page. So be excited about your business. Post all over Facebook about what you're doing. Post those before and afters. Post those job site pics. Tell the people that you know and that know you and like you and trust you what you're up to. And more than likely, it's going to lead to business. People are going to share it. They're going to comment on it. They're going to ask about, do you do this? Do you do that? Can you do this? Answer is yeah, absolutely, right? So start with your personal Facebook page. Then maybe after, we'll say, a year of doing that, and you've got a significant amount of business and you find that you're not getting to post as much as you used to be able to, right? You just don't have the time in your day to do it. Or maybe at this point, you just don't want to do it. And now you're in the position financially to be able to maybe hire an outside firm or hire someone in-house to do those duties along with other duties. I see a lot, they'll do like an office manager or administrative person that's doing other things, also takes 20 to 30 minutes out of their day every day and post things to your business page. That would be a good time to start that business page, okay? But wait, don't do it right away. We work with, dozens of brands and handle social media for them. And one thing I tell every single one of those people before they engage us is, first of all, when you're young in your business and you don't have a lot of financial resources, do not pay people to do your social media for you. Don't pay me. Don't pay anyone else. Do it yourself, okay? Realistically, you could, 15 minutes a day, you can do what you need to do on your personal profile to be able to generate leads and interest in what you do. The second thing I tell people is that once you do have or are thinking about having a business page on Facebook, you really want to realize that either you have to be on Facebook or you don't have to be on Facebook. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to be on Facebook, you have to post at least once a week. Because if you go a month, 2 months, 6 months without posting on Facebook, what is going to happen as people find you and your brand, they're usually going to start with a Google search or an AI search, and they're going to end up on your website. When they leave your website because they're looking for more information, that's when they're going to start to go to things like your Facebook page. And if you haven't posted in a while, it kind of hurts your credibility, right? They might be like, oh, these guys are kind of fly by night, or, they'll ask the question, are they even still in business anymore? Chances are you've done this and you've had those similar thoughts, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, this is real world stuff. This is the buying process that people do. They start 90% of the people start their search right now with either Google or an AI platform. Then they end up on your website. They're going to look at your website. Typically, they're looking for social proof, right? They want to see what other people are saying about you. So testimonials, reviews. They're going to want to see examples of your work. So making sure you have a portfolio page with some nice before and afters. But then once they have maxed that out but they're still looking for more information, they're going to go to your social media profiles if you have them. If you don't have them, that's okay. But if you do have them, you want to make sure they're pretty current and they've been updated recently. All right. So just make sure you've come to that determination. I have the time, money, and resources to spend on social media and using that as a platform. And then also realizing that if you are using social media as a platform, at some point in time, you may have to start paying for it. So delay that as long as possible. The return on investment right now with doing Facebook ads and boosted posts, it changes from industry to industry, but some people have great success with it. I certainly think that in the home services category, so maybe not if you're a welder, but if you're a carpenter or a handyman or a plumber or something along those lines, you may see good success with that stuff. So keep that in mind. Start with your personal page, start there, and then start to branch out after that. I hope that was helpful. Of course, thank you so much for listening to Blue Collar Startup. We're going to try to make sure that we're mixing up formats a little bit and giving you some actionable information throughout the course of the season here. We've got some great stuff coming up. And of course, I got to take just a quick minute and thank our sponsors, Bonaccio Construction, Martin Electric, MLB Construction, Michael's Group, People's. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, and I'm sorry. I promise one of these days I'm going to write that list down so I have something to read off of. But just so appreciative of everybody and the help that they give us to keep this show going and to in turn help the blue collar industries of America. So thanks everybody. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear from us next week.
And that wraps up another episode of Blue Collar Startup. A big thank you to our sponsors, 5 Towers Media, Daigle Cleaning Systems, Daigle Fire Solutions, The Michaels Group, Martin Electric, MLB Construction, Bonaccio Construction, People's, and Catamount Consulting for making this podcast possible. And thank you for tuning in. If you learned something or felt inspired, connect with us on our website at bluecollarstartup.io or email us at hardhat.bcsu@gmail.com. We'd love to hear your questions and topic ideas. Help us spread the word by sharing the show and following us on social media for updates. Until next time, keep on building, keep on dreaming, and keep hustling like your future depends on it.